guys, welcome to today's Big Brother Canada updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Marwan. I hope I said that right. But anyway, hello! Thank you so much for your awesome message, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Alright, so if you guys missed yesterday's spoiler, Ashley is the new HOH. And that means that Sarah knows that she's in trouble, so she is trying to work it. Specifically, she's trying to work really hard on Peely. Now that Kevin is gone, Peely is just like, where am I? I mean, she's got all this extra time. She doesn't have someone telling her what to do besides Ashley and Zach. But I mean, it's just not the same. So Sarah is telling Peely, you gotta watch out for Bruno. He's going after the couples. Even if Sarah can't fully pull Peely in, she's got to at least try to get the target off of her because she's like public enemy #1 right now. So she's like, yes, Brittany and I are a pair, but Bruno and Godfrey are also a pair, and we're like way weaker than them, so why would you not go after Bruno and Godfrey? And then Sarah pulls out the kicker. She's all like, you know, Kevin and I had a special relationship. I don't mean that in a dirty way. I mean, like, they shared information, they trusted each other, so she's trying to be like, Kevin worked with me, you should too. So, Bruno and Zach, they're like immediate best friends. They're probably doing karate in the garage right now. They want to keep broing it up, and they're all, Sarah's gotta go, Sarah's poison, Sarah's gotta go. And they're really noticing, like, Sarah's working really hard on Peely. They know that Peely is very impressionable. Like, she's like a sponge that doesn't know what to do. Like, she soaks up all this information and then she's just like, yes, I believe you about everything. And Bruno just slips in there like, you know what? We should keep Godfrey around. Godfrey's a dude. Let's bro it up. And Zach's just like, yeah, man. Alright, so the three guys meet up in the storage room. It's Bruno, Godfrey, and Zach. They're all feeling so good about working together. We got lots of high fives, lots of hugs, and knucks going around. And it's just a testosterone party. It's a pee-pee party. So they're all, we're winning comps and rolling heads. Alright, so Sarah, meanwhile, is dropping some knowledge bombs on Peely and Ashley. She's sitting on a bunch of information that the boyfriends didn't want to share with these girls. So she tells them about the Bermuda Triangle Alliance, Kevin, Jordan, and Zach. She's talking about the Purple Cobras, aka the Hexagon Alliance, and Peely and Ashley are just like, this was all happening in this season? What? Oh my god, I can't believe it. Makes so much sense. That's what happens when you spend all of your time when you should be playing the game, doing stuff. So anyway, Sarah is like starting to campaign a little bit. She's like, well, a lot. She's like, you know that I'm not targeting you guys. I've never targeted you guys. But to be honest, I would go after Zach. I'm not going to lie about that. But, you know, it's kind of a good idea for Ashley and Peely to think about getting rid of Zach because they're not going to beat him in the end. It's just not going to happen. So Godfrey and Bruno were chatting last night, and they're all buddy-buddy with Zach, but they were like, yo, if we win the next HOH, we're putting up Zach, yo. So they also say, well, if Zach wins, though, we gotta keep kissing his butt. It's all about the bros. So I don't really know what to believe with Bruno right now. He seems like he's all over the place. I thought for sure that he was actually going after Zach, and then he pulled out that freaking veto move on him. And I understand that it was like, because Zach is a meat shield for him, but at what point does that meat shield become too big of a threat to win the game? You know what I mean? Like, when is Bruno finally going to strike? So it's very hard to read what he's actually thinking right now. So Ashley and Zach were chatting last night about the nominations. Ashley's like, I'm putting up Sarah and Godfrey. This is what's happening. And Zach is just like, whoa. What? He wants Brittany up instead of Godfrey because Godfrey's one of his bros now. And Ashley's just like, no, this is what I'm doing. So Zach, he's very worried and very concerned that Sarah is going to be able to scoop up Peely. Ashley is very confident that she's got Peely on lock. She's just like, no, like, there's no way I've got Peely. Just stop being paranoid. I don't know, I wouldn't be too sure. But Peely joins them a little while later. And Zach is telling her, like, don't believe anything Sarah tells you. It's all lies. That's not true. He's like, Kevin was true to you the whole time. He's not holding back any information. The Purple Cobras was BS. We didn't really have, like, an alliance, the three of us or whatever. Like, whatever, we were close. And he said Kevin did not know about the chop shop before Cindy told them. That's another lie. So Ashley was trying to, like, interrogate Zach a little bit about, like, the Purple Cobras and stuff, and Zach just kept, like, brushing it off, and it was so bad. But Peely was just like, oh my god, I can't believe how much I suck. I can't believe I fell for all that stuff that Sarah told me. That was true! Okay, so Ashley warned both Godfrey and Sarah that they're going up on the block in separate conversations, but she told them both that they're pawns when we know that Godfrey is the actual pawn this week. So Godfrey's like, well, Brittany is freaking Queen Bee. She's the pawn star this season. So he says, put her up, and Ashley's just like, no, I'm gonna have to put you up. It's all right. You're gonna be safe. Just trust me. It's gonna be all good. So then Godfrey proposes this alliance of himself, Ashley, and Peely called the Garblins. I don't think he's serious, and I mean, at least I hope he's not, because I don't see this thing actually happening. But anyway, Peely and Ashley chat again last night. Peely's like, I don't like the way that Bruno plays the game. It's slimy, it's creepy, he never talks game with me, it's weird. And she says she can't smile when he's around. That sounds a little dramatic. But anyway, Ashley's like, you know what, you can take him out when you win HOH next week. And she's saying, you know, we're not going to be able to convince Zach to get rid of Bruno this week. Not after Bruno saved Zach with the power of veto. Like, we need to pay him back for that. And she's saying Sarah has to go because she's so good with words. She talk pretty. So they had nominations this morning, and as expected, Ashley nominated Godfrey and Sarah. They also picked POV players, and everyone's playing except for Peely. She's the host. So after that, Sarah was having a bit of a meltdown. She was talking about how she misses her boyfriend Scott, and she's really regretting voting out Willow. She's like, Zach, Ashley, Peely, and Bruno are so freaking tight. Like, how is she supposed to go up against that? Like, it seems impossible to her. And Brittany's just like, yeah, well, we gotta do what we gotta do. So she's like, I'm sorry for putting up Willow, but I just could not trust her. And eventually Sarah's like, you know what? You're right. We couldn't really trust her. I should just stop thinking about this. So at this point, they're hoping that Brittany will be able to pull out the power veto win, because if Brittany wins and takes Sarah off the block, then Ashley pretty much has to nominate Bruno, because she's not going to put up Zach and she's not going to put up Peely. So that'd be pretty crazy. They are doing the power veto competition today. We don't have results yet, so check back later. If you don't want to wait until tomorrow, I'll post the winner in the info for this video. And no word on the have-nots yet. We want to know who's going to compete for that special power, but we don't know yet. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who are you rooting for to win this power of veto? Who do you want the have-nots to be? And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.